going to say the truth, 9 to 5 job is not easy. If I am going to say the truth, 9 to 5 job is not easy. Most especially when you are trying to merge 9 to 5 with trading, it's not easy. Sometimes it may be frustrating in the sense that probably maybe you are at work and you have some setup, and due to your work, you cannot or you are not able to probably take the setup. And peradventure, maybe when you come to your chart, you find out that the setup you have been waiting for days probably have moved in the direction which you anticipate or you've anticipated. So such actions can be somewhat frustrating as a trader. So which sometimes leads many of us into contemplating maybe we should quit our job and probably face trading full time. And you need to come to the reality that forex trading is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a business, and you need to treat it like a business by applying your risk management, by also applying discipline. Because in every business that you see today, or every business that you see around you today, the founder or the CEO of such business have applied some level of discipline before they can get to that level of success in that business. So if for any reason you also want to become a full-time forex trader, you need to try as much as possible to work on your risk management, and you need to try as much as possible to be disciplined. So if all these things are being met, then you are ready to face the forex trading journey for full. And the second aspect of it is this: you need to try as much as possible to stack up fund, because stacking up fund cannot be overemphasized here. So you need to try as possible to stack up at least, let's say, 3 to 6 months of your expense. Stack it out from the present job which you are currently doing, which is the 9 to 5. So from this 9 to 5, try as much as possible to stack up. Let's say your expense monthly is $1,000 USD, $1,000. So before you can decide to quit your 9 to 5, try as much as possible to have saved up, let's say, at least $3,000 USD, which is going to cater for your expense for 3 months, while you are concentrated fully on becoming a forex trader. Because believe me, if you fail to stack up fund, it's just more or less like you setting up yourself for failure. Because you cannot depend on forex trading for living at your early starting days. You cannot depend on forex trading. So in order for you to avoid some kind of irrational decision while you are trading, you need to stack up fund. So stacking up fund would at least give you some level of calmness in a situation whereby you didn't see a setup to take. You will not be pressured to just take any random trade because of probably you need money to cater for some things and stuff like that. So I want to urge you, while you are planning to quit your job, try as much as possible to stack up fund. At least minimum of fund that can take or cater for your expense for 3 months to 6 months, while you concentrate fully on being a forex trader. And the other part of it, which I am going to talk about, is you need to try as much as possible to master your strategy. Did you have a working strategy, or you are just jumping from one strategy to another? Probably because of your job is frustrating you, and that's the reason why you have come to the conclusion that you want to quit your job. It's not done that way. It's not done that way. So you need to have a working strategy. A working strategy that you have worked with, or that you have tested rather. You have back tested the strategy for at least minimum of 6 months. You need to have a strategy that you have been working with for 6 months. You need to have a record of how this strategy works. at what level of risk to reward ratio does this strategy gives me. You need to have all this information aligned down. So if you have all this information aligned down and you are confident in your strategy, you can now decide that, okay, with this strategy which I have worked with for 6 months, I am going to stick to it full time while I have also stacked up some fund. This is going hand in hand. You need to stack up fund, and at the same time you need to have a working strategy which you have worked with for at least 3 months to 6 months. So if you have stacked up fund and you have a working strategy, believe me, then you are ready to become a full-time forex trader. But if these two criteria is not being met, then I want to urge you that you should continue to trade part-time. Part-time in the sense that you don't have the right for now to quit your job. Stick with your job and use your job as a vehicle to stack out fund rather. So while you are still trying to master your strategy for the next couple of months. So if you have stacked out fund for at least 3 to 6 months, you have stacked out fund which can take or which can cater for your expense, and you have a working strategy which you have back tested and you have trust in, then you can now move into deciding to quit your job. But if these two criteria are not being met, believe me, my advice for you is stick with your job and trade part-time. To wrap up my video today, I'm going to tell you that many traders fail as a result of quitting their job so early. In the sense that they themselves, they know that they've not mastered their strategy well, their risk management is not on point, their psychology is not on point. But because of the frustration they are faced with in their current place of work, they decide to quit. So, and the aggression, when they move into becoming a full-time forex trader with that aggression, believe me they are going to fail. There is no way they are going to become a profitable forex trader. So, to wrap my story up today, before you quit your job, try to save up some funds. And because you cannot rely on forex trading full-time, you cannot rely on forex trading. If it is possible for you to have just a kind of mini business somewhere, even if you are quitting your 9 to 5, you need to have like a mini business that at least can generate little income for you. So with that, you will not have that niche or that constant urge to always do what we call over trading. So I think with this my short video, you should be able to know how to maneuver from your 9 to 5 to becoming a full-time forex trader. And I am very sure that if you apply all this little stuff which I have mentioned in this video, you are going to become a profitable full-time forex trader. So don't forget, once again, the main thing you need to consider is you need to have a mindset knowing fully that forex trading is not a get-rich-quick scheme. So you need to treat it like a business. And secondly, you need to have stacked up fund which is going to take you at least 3 to 6 months, cater for your needs, if at the end of the day you decide to quit your job. And thirdly, you need to have mastered your strategy. You need to have a strategy that you have mastered. You know the nitty-gritty of the strategy. You know at what level you need to exit out, at what level you need to take profit, at what level you need to go out of the market. Any strategy that fails to give you entry and exit is not a strategy to work with. So I think with this little explanation of mine, you have been able to know how you can transition from your 9 to 5 to becoming a full-time forex trader. So till we meet next time, want to say to you, please kindly subscribe to this page, kindly comment, kindly share, and also like. So till we meet next time, have a great day. Peace out.